Steve, Southport on Saturday. We're looking now for 7 unbeaten.
That would be great. That would be great, especially if we could come out there with 3 points. We've had a really steady run, but without being spectacular, we need, as I've said numerous times, that we need to lift it at the top end of the pitch with a little bit of quality, a little bit of creation, and just finishing the chances off that we've created. And hopeful that we've gone a long way in the last couple of weeks to working and putting that right.
Now on Saturday, we're probably going to give a debut to Will McGowan, who's come to us on loan from Gateshead.
Delighted. Will's over the line. We've been trying to get him in actually since the summer, but quite rightly he chose Gateshead because he wanted to test himself as high up as he can, which you can't blame the lad for. Gateshead are a great club. They've loaned him to us because they trust us. We'll look after him. We'll give him the minutes. And as I say, it's a really exciting signing for us. Just kind of the player that we've been trying to look for, just to help us out.
And he's got experience of this league, hasn't he? He's played for Blyth in National League North for the last 2 seasons.
He has. He's played plenty of games. He was at Shields before that. He's played for Gateshead. I've watched him a few times pre-season. And he's a big part of Gateshead's plans, which is why I'm delighted that they're trusting us with him until the start of the year. So hopefully we'll get the games into him that he needs, and he'll help us out and we'll help him out, and try and make him a better player and send him back a better player for Gateshead.
Yeah. One of the things that's dictating your team selection are the injuries. Now, without going through them one by one, how hopeful are we of getting 1 or 2 back for Saturday?
Probably not got enough battery life to go through them all. It's been incredible, really. I mean, even when you're trying to get a couple back, there's then a couple occur out of nowhere. So, as I say, without going through them all, the plus points are obviously Jack Maskell trained again Tuesday. We had a little bit of a practice game and he came through that really well. Actually scored a hat-trick. So hopefully, Jack's full of confidence going into Saturday. We've had Joe Leasley training a couple of times with us. First of all, last week, bit parts of the session, but got through the full session on Tuesday. Hopefully get through the full session tonight and then be available for selection on Saturday. Hoping Elliot Forbes will come through training tonight, but then on the opposite side we've got 2 or 3 long termers. When I'm saying long term, I'm talking at least 4 or 5 weeks. And a couple on borderlines again. So we'll just we'll take it as it comes. We have to remain fairly calm, me and Terry, because otherwise we'll drive ourselves crazy. But as I say, we're not far away anyway. But this should help this week.
Yeah, it doesn't help though, does it, when you've got your team planned on the Friday and then something happens between Friday and the match kicking off.
Yeah, I mean, we're just used to it now. It's been, as I say, it's been a really testing start of the season. Now we're not exactly where we want to be, but we're certainly within 2 or 3 good performances and wins away from where we want to be. So it's still early in the season, and as I say, hopefully we'll have seen the back and starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel with the injuries.
Yeah. Now, Southport have always given us a tough game, always given Downton a tough game, always given you a tough game wherever you've been manager, and we can expect nothing different on Saturday, can we?
Very, very competitive team. The manager's great. I get on great with Jim, and all of his teams are competitive and really tough to play against. The player system, if they're sticking to what they've done, the player system that we probably haven't come up against much this season. We're going to look at ways to combat that tonight. We're going to look at ways to exploit it, and we'll even have a look at our system and see what the best system is for the players we've got available. So still plenty of work to do, but as I said earlier, we're still remaining positive.
Yeah, and of course, hopefully you've got 1 or 2 more players to choose from, which will help us quite a bit on Saturday.
Yeah, it was great on Saturday to give Alex a game. Alex has never let us down when we've brought him on, never let us down when we've played him pre-season. He's just so happens he's got 2 guys ahead of him at the moment that have looked really, really good. So he's been patient. I thought he was excellent when he played Saturday. I thought it's really good that we can get lads with the 23s. That relationship we've got. We had a really good chat with Grant the other night, and we involved all of the 23s in the practice game, and they've got some really bright young players. So Madas did great. Kiro didn't come on, but he's trained with us tonight as well. So to say that's working out really well, and it's been a big help to us certainly on Saturday.